Welcome back, Dark Army, and we're back with another. Hold on. We're back with another Madden NFL 18, and today we are going to be doing another video of the Browns franchise that I created. So today, as you guys do know, Ezekiel. Hold up. Hold up. Sorry, I'm having problems with my other earbud. So today we're going to be training for a new running back because Isaiah Correll, he's not doing as well. Hold on. For rushing, he's only at 335 yards, and yeah, I know you guys are probably saying, Eli, of course he's going to be at 335 yards. It's the beginning of the season. Well, let's take a look at the leading rusher real quick. The leading rusher, well, I mean, the leading rusher is LeGarrette Blount, with 392. But we are not looking for him. We are going to be trying and trade for Todd Gurley, because I would trade for LeGarrette Blount because he is the leading rusher for the league. But I need a player who is going to. I need a fast running back. So I'm going to get Todd Gurley, and yes, I know his trucking is not that good, but he has a good acceleration and good speed. He has good stiff arm, good spin, good juke, good carrying, good ball carrier vision. I'm more worried about a speed back or a bounce halfback than I am about getting LeGarrette Blount, because yeah, LeGarrette Blount, he's good at acceleration and trucking and stiff arm, but it does not change anything that he is slower. And with Ezekiel Elliott being out, which depending on how Todd Gurley plays, yeah, we're gonna place Ezekiel Elliott on. Yeah, but depending on how Todd Gurley plays, we might trade Ezekiel Elliott away, because just depending on how hold on. But depending on how Todd Gurley plays, if we do get him, I might trade away Ezekiel Elliott to get a better player. I was going to trade for I was looking online, like the best running backs, like the top running backs to look out for, and of course it was the one, and of course Todd Gurley was one of them. So we're gonna get Todd Gurley, and we're gonna trade the Rams Duke Johnson because he's not doing anything, and I don't want him to be on the team if he's not going to be doing anything. So, yeah, you see, only week 3 he got 5 downs and 37 rushes, but 37 rushing yards. But that's not going to cut. So we're going to trade the Rams Duke Johnson. Hopefully he can help them. Yeah, hopefully Duke Johnson can help them. We're gonna be getting Todd Gurley the second. So yeah, hold on. Duke Johnson, and then if I'm correct, this is not going to go through right away. Yeah. So yeah, I got 3 more first round draft picks, and I got back the first round draft pick. I got back one of our first round draft picks So yeah, we are no. I'm gonna try trading a 4th round. It's not gonna go through. Yeah, it's not. All right. 2nd. And it was accepted. So now Todd Gurley. Yeah. Now Todd Gurley is on our team. And it shows roster size 52 to 53. It shows that because Ezekiel Elliott's placed on injury reserve. So it's basically trying to show, it's basically saying on how we don't have him anymore, because players can be traded even if they're injured, but we don't want people to try and trade for Ezekiel Elliott because we want we still want Ezekiel Elliott, but again, depending on how Todd Gurley plays in these next 3 weeks, we might keep Todd Gurley at starter. Oh, also, hold on. If you're wondering on why the cap room says not NA, I allowed my one friend to play, and he messed with something, and when I checked, the cap room was turned off, and I can't fix it anymore. So we're gonna have to try and deal with this. I wanted to keep the cap room what it was, and I was trying to fix the cap room. I was trying to fix it to like get it back to normal, but the rule is with Madden, if you flip it, like, hold on, let me show you. I know one friend that's going to think that I'm talking about him. Dale, he didn't do it. So if you switch off salary cap, you cannot turn it back on. And I was so pissed because he went on this I told him to stay off the franchises that I already created. He went on this franchise and messed everything up. Yeah, we're gonna turn coach firing on though. But yeah. Sorry. He messed everything up, so sorry if it's not the way that you guys wanted it. I wanted it to be the same. I didn't want the salary cap to be turned off, even though sometimes it does get annoying. I didn't want it to be turned off, so yeah. But he messed everything up, so I'm sorry if the salary cap is turned off. I didn't want it to be. I don't know why he messed with it, but yeah, just don't get mad at me. So anyway, we are going. Oh yeah. Effectively ending his season. So he's basically on injured reserve until the end of his injury. Hold on. Can never have enough depth. That's why the Rams. That's what the Rams were acquiring Johnson Jr. means to me. Yeah, it doesn't show the trade other than that, because normally it shows the trade. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Ezekiel Elliott's now on injured reserve. We have Todd Gurley. Let's go face the Jets, and yeah, I forgot to do the start weekly training, so we're gonna go face the Jets and come out with our 4th win, hopefully. right? We're 3-1. We would be 4-0 right now if it wasn't for the goddamn Steelers. Oh yeah. I don't know if you guys, I don't know if I did this in the last episode, but yeah, we are now 3-1. We're tied with the Ravens and the Steelers. So yeah, and we are second in the league. We're first in the AFC with the Ravens behind us. So if we lose one more game, the Ravens will be in front of us, and then we will be second, and we will either be second or third. So yeah, let's get going with facing the Jets. What uniform do we want to do? Do we just want to use the normal Browns color, or what is the Browns colorist uniform? I can't wait till we use that. No, we used that last week. Official home alternate. Away 2010 home. Away. We're gonna do the official home alternate. Yeah, we're gonna do the official home alternate. So yeah. So I'm gonna unplug my mic, and I will see you guys after the game. So yeah, peace over the 2 days, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features a very good pass rush. The Browns are top 10 in total sacks, and they'll be up against that Jets team that will need to deal with that all game. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first down, Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him. 2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Now it's Gurley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2, now third down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up. No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he's got the hook up for the first time with the veteran Jeremy Maclin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Demario Davis coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 13 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Rodgers going to throw. It's complete to Britt. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out.
And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. David Njoku with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. McCown now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
That was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Let's go!
Working from the gun, McCown. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Runs through the contact. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse.
There goes Green. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ladarius Green, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
And it's good to make it 14-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And coming up later tonight in the NFL, we'll have the Chiefs heading down to Houston to take on the Texans. And then on Monday night, it'll be an NFC North battle. Vikings and Bears from Soldier Field.
Traditional rivals getting after it one more time.
Here we go now. Blue landing.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Following the penalty, it's Forte. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 3rd and long, it's McCown. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
I know every down down's important, but you know as well as I do, partner, third down is key for both offenses and defenses, and Cleveland's got to get better on third down on D.
And what they did right there, you're right, they need more of. They were tied for 30th in the NFL in sacks last year, but a big one there brings up a punting situation. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken right at the 35.
Return team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Gurley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Give them 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. More from Cleveland after this. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Here we go now. Blue line.
Throwing on first is McCown. Drops it underneath to Forte. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. McCown now on first down.
They could not be more opposite in build, but coming into 2017, Matt Forte pretty much neck and neck with Darren Sproles for most receptions by a running back.
Yeah, both guys just over 500 into the year.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Here's McCown to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. So completion on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd. It's McCown again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. To throw is McCown. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Caught left side. It's Barnage. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with McCown. And he finds Barnage. He's got it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. McCown looks to throw again. Sets up the screen to Forte. There he goes inside the 30. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
All right, here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's McCown. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Ardarius Stewart, and it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Matt Forte, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Browns are up right now and are looking to keep up the pressure moving forward. The Jets didn't play their best, and they'll need to be at their best now to come back. All right, let's roll those moving pictures. 1st and 10. Davis got the sack here. This will go for a loss of 7. Browns later on the drive. Rodgers on target here, and it's caught for the score. That takes the lead up to 7. Browns line up at the 41. Green's wide open here on the catch, and this play will go for 6 as they move out in front, 14-0. Jets have it late in the second. Forte's got nobody around him on the catch, and he'd cap off the 9-play drive with a TD. Jets down by a touchdown. So that'll do it from our EA Sports Studios. Let's get you back up to Cleveland as we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down, here's McCown. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's McCown. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Gary Barnidge, a Pro Bowler at the age of 30. What do you have, a 1,000-yard season that year, 2014?
Yep.
Got let go by Cleveland recently after the draft. David Njoku drafted out of Miami really to take his place.
And his production last year, it wasn't awful by any means, but it had dipped down to around the 600-yard mark.
Man, Gary Barnidge, one of the nicest guys in the league. He had just sent out a message on social media welcoming David Njoku to Cleveland, and the Browns let him go the next day.
3rd and 1, McCown wants to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did. I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Into the red zone now. It's McCown. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Second down now after the incompletion. They go back to the ground attack here. It's Forte. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing now is McCown. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jamie Meter in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And an update from down in the Steel City. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Ben Roethlisberger, a couple of touchdown passes thus far. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He finds an opening past the 40, over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Mackler. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yards.
That's caught inside the 20, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Browns add on to their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
It's good, and it's 21-10. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. McCown throwing on 2nd. His throw incomplete. Stevie Johnson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jamie Meter in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
So they really needed points here in a 2-score game, could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
So they settled for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now out come the Jets. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd. 48 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st down, McCown. Incomplete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
We all know that Myles Garrett was drafted #1 in the NFL for his ability to get to the quarterback. That's his stock in trade. But the underrated part of his game, plays well against the run, knows how to hold the point of attack.
McCown to throw on 3rd and 2. It's caught. It's Barnidge over the middle. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Shotgun here for McCown. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
McCown to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
McCown now on 3rd and goal. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run for it. Forte. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held.
Offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now McCown got to have this one. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Look at the spin. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Again, they run with Gurley. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. On the counter, it's Crowell. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Luke McCown and the offense heading out for their next possession. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another 4th quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet 1st down. Back to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Matt Forte, a great receiver out of the backfield, was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there at 22. And with 45 seconds showing, he spikes the football.
Let's go. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. A dump off to Forte. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
A first carry for Elijah McGuire. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. 6 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. 2nd and 10 now. He's back to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw, McCown. His throw caught right around the 6. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for Cleveland, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.
Alright, welcome back, Darker with me, and I actually thought we were going to be going into overtime in that one. I was actually, hold on. I was actually controlling Desmond Trufant, so that's why I wasn't doing much, because I was controlling Desmond Trufant. I was trying my best, because I want to start usering people, and I'm trying my I'm trying my best to use their cornerbacks and free safeties. And then, yeah, so I'm trying my best to use these guys and not just using the defensive lines And also, if you guys can help me with this actually does get really annoying because I can't even see defensive tackle. So if you guys know how to fix all this, like to get rid of the ones that are not a defensive tackle, maybe it's because these two are injured. Yeah, I think it's because Desmond Bryant and I was about to say Danny Shelton. And Danny Shelton, I guess it's because they are injured. So anyway, this team is actually doing pretty good, and I actually like it, even with injured teammates. Yeah, we only have 4 injured players. One of them is going to be out for the rest of the season, while the other one is going to be out 2 more weeks from now, and then 2 of them are going to, hold on, 2 of them's going to be out for 6 more weeks, and then, well, one of them's going to be out for 2 more weeks, and the other one's going to be out for 6 more weeks. So we're basically losing a lot. We're basically losing Browns here. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I sure did. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button down below. Become part of the Dark Lord Army and become a Dark Lord today to help vanquish the others that stay in our way. Wait. What? Hold on. Okay, that's weird. Sean McVay is apparently... Okay, so it shows Sean McVay was on the... It shows Sean McVay was actually on the Jags. So, I don't know. But anyway, our rookie coach is actually doing better so far. He's actually 4-1. Still has yet to get a winning season yet, but this might be the first winning season for the Browns. I really wish that these guys would give me more of a challenge, because like I don't want to go to the Super Bowl right away. Like I actually want to use my new rookies on this channel when I do get them. So I don't want to go to the Super Bowl, because as soon as I go to the Super Bowl, I'm going to end this series. So, as soon as I go to the Super Bowl, this series is over. So, I don't want the Super Bowl. I don't want to go to the Super Bowl just yet. And I know you guys are probably very confused about that. Basically saying why wouldn't you want to go to the Super Bowl? You're crazy if you don't want to go. I just don't want to go because of the fact that I don't want to go because of the fact that once I do go, this series is over, but I will still be playing it off YouTube. But I just don't want this series to be over, and once this series ends, then I'm just gonna be very upset, because this is actually a pretty good series, and I want this to keep going. But yeah. We got 4 straight wins, and then the 1 loss. Hopefully, the next time we face the Steelers, they actually put up more of a fight than what these other teams are doing. Same thing with the Ravens, because the Ravens, we almost lost to them. So yeah, hopefully the Ravens put up a fight, and then hopefully the Steelers do as well. I'm trying to find teams that I know are going to put up a fight and us lose. Vikings will probably put up a fight. The Lions and the Jaguars will probably put up a fight. Hopefully. Chargers, hopefully we beat them. Packers, without Aaron Rodgers, they're not going to win, so... Well, without Aaron Rodgers, they're not doing so well. Hopefully the Ravens and the Steelers put up a fight, because I just don't want to go to the Super Bowl just yet. I want to go... I want to... even if I do make it to the playoffs, like I don't mind going into the playoffs. I just want, like, I'd rather have a wild card record than going into the playoffs. Well, than missing the playoffs. But even if I do miss the playoffs, or if I do go into the playoffs is a bit harder because with teams in the playoffs play a bit harder than teams in normal season, because teams in normal season, yeah, they're playing to get into the playoffs, but they don't play as hard as playing in the playoffs. Once you play in the playoffs, you are basically fighting to keep your season alive. So yeah, so just because we're 4-1 don't mean anything. Hopefully, just hopefully, I can. Hopefully, our season gets. Hopefully, we can go into the playoffs with a wild card record, or hopefully we can get the first round bye. I'd rather want to go into the wild card because I actually think the wild card is actually a pretty good round, and also I just don't want to stay home. Like I just want to, like I actually want to play 3 games instead of 2, and I actually want to go to. And I actually want to go to other stadiums instead of staying home at First Energy Stadium. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. I did as well. Well, I did enjoy it. So yeah. Anyway, peace, have a great 2 days, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.